Okay, so Joe Biden's approval rating, or his disapproval rating, sorry, hit a record high in new polls. So this is from The Hill. President Biden's disapproval rating reached a new high in December, according to a new CNBC Change Research poll. Overall, the survey showed 56% of voters disapproved of Biden's performance in office, an uptick from 54% in September and 49% in April. Biden was particularly hard hit when it came to the public's opinion of his handling of the economy and the COVID-19 pandemic. Specifically, the poll indicated that 60% of respondents disapproved of Biden's handling of the economy and 55% disapproved of his pandemic response. For the economy, 72% said they disapprove of Biden's management of the price of everyday goods, and 66% said they did not approve of the president's effort to help their wallets. Additionally, 46% of respondents said the stock market is doing not so good or poor despite one of the market's best years in decades, according to CNBC, as the S&P 500 completed the year up 26.89%. That's hilarious. I'll tell you why in a minute. Regarding vaccine mandates, the survey also indicated that 50% said Biden had gone too far. 26% said that the administration had the right approach. 24% said it had not gone far enough. Now, going back to this remark before I forget, 46% of respondents said the stock market is doing not so good, or I quote, poor, despite one of the market's best years in decades, is absolutely hilarious because the top 1%, the top 1% own 50% of the stocks. They own half of the stocks. The top 10% own, I think it's actually increased from 85%. They now own 87% of the stock. So the vast majority of the American people don't have anything to do with the stock market, any kind of ownership. And here these respondents are saying that the stock market is doing well, when in fact, as they pointed out here, stock market is doing amazing. It's doing absolutely amazing. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Also, it says that 72% said they disapprove of Biden's management of the price of everyday goods, the inflation, of course, and 60% said they did not approve of the president's efforts to help their wallets. So what does that mean? This is just what have you done for me lately, bro? What have you done for me lately? You know, his approval rating was the highest when he cut those $1,400 checks. They were actually originally supposed to be $2,000 checks, but they were $1,400 nonetheless, and people got it, and they were happy. And that's when his approval rating was the highest. I can't give you the specific number as to what it was, but it was relatively high then. And now we've experienced since then essentially nothing get done from the Biden administration, at least nothing to materially improve the lives of American people. You know, they haven't really received anything. Like, what have you done for me lately, bro? My wallet is as empty as it was when you first became president. I mean, that $1,400 came and went. It's nothing. I don't have a penny of that left. That's what people are saying. And I mean, the Biden administration, they've been relatively moot on passing any sort of progressive legislation that would, in fact, do something for Americans in their wallets. They've neglected to tackle issues that many people care about, such as wages, such as debt, such as freedoms, such as many other things. And they're just kind of sitting back. This is the equivalent, the Biden administration's inaction right now is the equivalent of sitting in a burning home and saying to yourself, well, maybe the fire will stop soon. And by the way, there's no fire truck on the way. No, there's no water in sight. You're just sitting in this burning home and you're like, it'll stop eventually. And then the fire engulfs the entire house, kills you, everybody else inside. And then there's no longer a house. That's essentially what's going on here. And that's how I expect Biden's presidency to come to an end, up in flames. And that's seemingly what's going to happen when we look at polls. There is a Republican sweep apparently coming in 2022. The next presidential election, I don't want to make any guesses for it because it'll most likely be wrong. But one can be suffice to say that the Democrats are going to have their hands full come 2024, especially if Biden wants to run again, as he says he will if he's in good health. There have been many polls saying that the people don't want to see Biden run again. Even Democratic voters don't want to see Biden run again. Kamala Harris has a 28% approval rating. Hillary Clinton has come back into the spotlight, apparently maybe trying to get another go at it. We saw how that went in 2016. Figures like Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar have been floated. All terrible people, terrible politicians that will honestly seal the deal for a Democratic loss. But we'll just have to wait and see. But with this ever so record high disapproval rating, it just tells you all you need to know about the Biden administration and what they're currently not doing.